Well, good morning, everyone. Guy Simmons, Fine and Country Property in Oxfordshire. And I'm here this morning in Boars Hill at this amazing house known as Roughly. And I'm glad to say we exchanged legal contracts yesterday and we're going to complete this purchase for the new owners this morning. So I'm here today, ready and waiting the call from the lawyer to complete. And I just wanted to run through the transaction here, just to explain that not every transaction just goes smoothly. Sometimes perhaps we make out that everything's very smooth and easy going, when in fact the real reason that you employ somebody like myself as a property consultant is to help you when things don't go so smoothly. So Roughly was marketed. We advised the client to stage the property entirely, so they did so with Lemon and Lime, our staging company, and we marketed the property with a very positive campaign, and we generated multiple viewers and multiple cash offers were had in the first few days. Within 14 days, we negotiated a cash offer in excess of our marketing price. It wasn't the highest offer we received in cash, but it was the best suited to our clients' needs for a quick transaction. With this in mind, I helped the purchaser and gave them a surveyor locally who came and did a level 3 survey on the property. And within that survey, it was recommended that part of the rear of the house could have some movement, and a further structural engineer's report was recommended. Again, I facilitated this with the purchaser, and John Winterbottom, a local structural engineer, came out and did an in-depth survey specifically in that area. He recommended that he felt there was possible movement, and that perhaps we should refer this to the buildings insurer for the property. So with my client, we made a claim through their insurance policy with the NFU, and that claim is actually still ongoing at this time, even though we've exchanged contracts, because what we did was we put in place something called a retention, which is a sum of money which is retained by the lawyer and can be utilized by the purchaser for the worst case scenario for that specific issue, so that it gives the confidence for the purchaser to know that the sum of money will more than adequately cover the worst case scenario if it was ever needed, together with conditions that stipulate that the fund is only utilised for that particular purpose. The claim is, as I say, ongoing. We've had inspection pits dug under the foundations with soil samples taken, and it appears, though there is movement, it's not as significant as a subsidence or underpinning requirement, but the insurance company have actually permitted us to transfer the policy across to the new purchaser anyway. So the new purchaser has got the added comfort and benefit of having an insurance policy that will cover that claim regardless. So that's just an example of sort of one transaction and how things manifest themselves, and stuff that needs to be resolved during a process can happen. And it's all about how really you deal with it. So today I'm delighted. We've got all the information about the house. We've got the keys labelled. The gardener's actually cutting the lawns this morning so that the house is going to be perfect for the new owners. And I'm delighted to be handing over the keys to such a marvellous house. Today's a busy day for me, and later on, I'll show you later, but I'm off to East Hendred to do a market appraisal on a beautiful cottage that's a thatched cottage with a basement spa. So I'll show you a little bit of that later on.